This is Ironman training with POTS and type 1 diabetes, week 17. Let's go. This week, I did the St. Anthony's Triathlon in St. Petersburg in 3 hours and 5 minutes. I did the 1,500 meter swim in 37 minutes, the 24-mile bike ride in 1 hour and 15, and the 10K run in 1 hour, 26 seconds. Let's go. It's gonna be a pretty short video because I spent most of this week managing a POTS crash. I did 2 swims, drills on Monday. I did 3,500 yards on Wednesday. I did 0 runs, and I did 1 bike ride for about 45 minutes. The rest was just a humble recovery. So let's talk about St. Anthony's. This is my second triathlon ever. It was an Olympic triathlon. I went into the water. Actually, I don't know what I went into the water at. I was about 168 when I left my bike, which is when I had to leave my receiver behind. I had a banana and another like frozen PB&J, like a generic Uncrustable. I don't know what I went into the water at. I know I came out of the water at 241. I then got on the bike where I used this new high carb Tyoe-1, so 90 grams of carbohydrates. And I pounded that. I took 1 honey stinger gel with caffeine early on in the bike ride, and then my blood sugar never went down. It was very stubborn, and I don't know if that's residual from the POTS crash, and I don't really want to talk about this right now, but I lost my dog the other day, and I think that's a factor too. Last night I didn't sleep. See Exhibit A. I was actually kept waking up and breaking into a sweat. So something was going on with my body that triggered some sort of fight or flight reaction from it, where I think it just dumped all the glucose and was insulin resistant, stubborn, whatever. That said, it didn't stop me. I did the swim, 1,500 meter swim in 37 minutes. That's fast for me. It was 2 minutes and 13 seconds for 100 yards. I mean, I averaged a lot slower than that in the pool, and it felt comfortable. I'll be honest, it really felt comfortable. I'm a little, the Ironman distance is approximately 3 times that swim, so it's still intimidating, and I guess it should be. That's why it's not called Easy Man. But I hopped on the bike. The first few minutes were nerve-wracking. I would say that while the race was pretty well organized, rules didn't seem to be very strictly enforced. Not that I cared, but I mean, bikes were just all over the place. There weren't really, people were drafting, people were riding side by side. But it was cool. I really give it up to the city of St. Pete. They did an awesome job keeping the road safe for us. So I actually averaged 19.6 miles in the 24.56 mile bike ride. Yes, I know the course itself was a little bit shorter, but I might have taken a wrong turn. So that cost me, 45 seconds or so. Then I transitioned to the run, and at this point, the Florida sun was it was like that scene from Dusk Till Dawn at the end when the lights start cracking and the vampires start blowing up. That was me. It got hot, it got uncomfortable, but I kept moving. I had a 9 minute and 45 second pace for the entire 10K. My heart rate was a high 150, 156, 157, 158 or something like that. But you know what? I never even broke into threshold. So that was pretty exciting. This was my second triathlon. The other one I ran was in Tarpon Springs back in September. So we're going back, I can't do math here, but 7 months, a little over 7 months. And I just remember my 10K time was 8 minutes slower than what I ran today. So, it's true what they say, you trust your training shows up. I believe I'm out of the POTS crash. We're gonna see. Garmin tells me I need 3 days to recover. I am gonna take tomorrow off. I need the blood sugar, I need my sleep apnea, and I need my POTS all to get along. That's what's gonna make a good day for me on race day. So with 20 days until Jacksonville, Ironman Jacksonville, that's going to be my main focus. It's going to be on rest, nutrition. I do have a couple big workouts coming up. I'm going to do my 100 mile, my century ride this Friday. But everything else, I'll do another couple big pool workouts, mostly for the confidence of the distance. I'll spend a little bit more time in the Gulf too. I really enjoyed the open water. Yeah, it's a little chaotic. I mean, you're grabbing at people's feet. People are kicking you in the face. Nobody's doing it on purpose. Once you just experience that disruption, it just becomes part of the swim. So I think it was a really good experience to get out there. Also, I mean, it's terrifying. A lot of people I talk to, it's the swim that keeps them out. And You know, this was my second time doing it. I've been training a lot and still very nervous and anxious and apprehensive and all those words getting out there. But when they say go, when you go, trust your training shows up. And so I just kept reminding myself of that over and over and over again. Trust your training and your training shows up. One last thing that was really exciting is my wife actually did this race too. It was her first triathlon. She did the sprint, she rocked it. It's a really cool thing to get to train together, experience this together. And 3 hours, 5 minutes, not too bad for turning 47. I finally did the smartest thing that I've done throughout this entire adventure too. In the beginning, I went in search of other athletes with POTS, of which there are some, but not a lot. However, there are a fuck ton of type 1 diabetics out there. And I don't know why I waited so long to reach out. I'm going to continue to reach out because I am learning what other people do and some things for me to try. I guess I probably should have done this before 20 days before the Ironman. But number one, it's good to know you're not alone. Be vulnerable. That's a lesson for today. Be vulnerable so that you can lean in on the strength of other people, that you can get in from the knowledge of other people. Everybody needs a wolf pack. Everybody needs a tribe. Nobody does this shit alone. Thanks to all the other diabetics. Thanks to everyone who is sharing their story and laying down brick for the next guy. We have just 20 days till Ironman Jacksonville. Let's go. Live inspired.